Okay, at this time we're going to be looking at my inner tonal movement, the introduction to it. This is an incredibly amazing, powerful part of my, my teachings. What it is, it's an organized approach to playing chordal harmony, because what I'm doing is I'm taking all the chord parts, I'm spreading them out in between the hands, I'm inputting time. Now, where this you kind of evolved from is as I started getting more seasoned playing myself, I started listening to players and I see them playing time in their hands with other notes. And Keith Jarrett, Oscar Peterson, different people, especially noticeable in ballad playing because you have a lot of dead spots. And I was so used to playing so many years as a house piano player at the Ritz-Carlton and the Four Seasons and big hotels, the Marriott hotels and all. So I was constantly playing in dining room settings where I needed to constantly be playing all the time. Constantly moving my time with these other notes that almost keeps the thing like a metronome. It's almost like having a drummer there or a bass player there. And it's very reliant on this. Now, people that aren't as seasoned and haven't had that much experience will often play the same kind of thing and let the time see, I'm still putting some motion in there, but I didn't put quite enough. There's still a lot of gaps where it's holding and holding. This thing is going to force you to learn how to fill all the gaps. It's really, really, really cool. I can't say enough about it. We're going to start basic here, and it says, inner tonal movement is one of the most valuable playing piano skills we could develop. And it's the movement I just talked about. We start simply so you can understand the principle of how the system works. Left hand shells to the fifth on beats 1 and 3. Right hand melody only. Now what I did here is I'm going through, I did a circle of fifth, I did all circle of fifths here on major, minor, and dominant chords. In the right hand, just going to play the melody. Okay? So basically, first line, so we got, this is the tonal move, because without that fifth going in, you'd be sitting there, 1, 2, 3, 4, that it's relying on filling the space. You need to fill the space with the music. So that would be 1, that's level 1, and you want to be able to function with the inner tonal movement simply through that, okay? Now, of course, when you have an active melody, it's going to be occupying a lot of the beat. So that in itself would probably be a good place just to understand the shell of the fifth. Next, shell alone, right hand, insert the third of the chord on beat 3. Okay, this is getting a little bit more challenging now. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Third's already here. Drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. See, I can even bring it way down here if I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and so on. What this is doing is showing you how to play the harmony in the right hand. Don't worry about the fifth right now in the left hand. Instead, we're playing the third in that place. So you're keeping the same amount of time, but it's being used with the third. So it really gets you to think of the third. Now when you go to the minor, same thing, it's going to be minor. Now here you can drop that third way down if you really wanted to get kind of, then maybe play. See, by dropping it down, it sounds more like an underlying tonal move, as opposed to you play it too close to the melody up top, sometimes it will sound more like a melody moving. But that's okay, it's okay. Just, I was getting a little bit more advanced there by dropping that third, instead of playing it up near the melody, just below the melody, I'm playing it an octave lower again. That's kind of cool. Then we got shell to the fifth on beats 1 and 3. Right hand insert the third on beat 4. So we're taking a combination of the shell to the fifth and that. This is cool. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm putting it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, get it? So, same kind of thing. You're going to adjust it for the minor chords and the dominant chords. It's really great, okay? Then we're going to go on shell alone, right hand play the third pulse on each beat. So what you're basically doing, this is just going to be a way to start putting in, getting used to feeling the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So it's just getting used to keeping the time in the spaces where you need it, okay? And it's great, because this is, again, giving you the understanding that there's the parts here. You have the shell, the seventh, the fifth, and the third. All these tones can be pulsed to keep the time. That's what we're doing, okay? Or input, okay? That's just nice, because the right hand is bringing the third in. Now we're going to do the shell the fifth on beats 2 and 4, play the third on beat 3, okay? So shell beats, okay, on beats 2, shell the fifth on beats 2 and 4, okay? Right hand play the third, okay? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a beat. Oh, the shell, the fifth on the beats. I'm sorry, here we go, yeah. So you get the shell alone, and then the right hand, the fifth on the beats. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so you're going to go 1, so you're going to go 1, 2, and then the, here's the fifths on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we left hand. Then you're going to have the melody. 1, 5th, 3rd, 5th. 1, 5th, 3rd, 5th. See, it's cool. 1, 5th, 3rd, 5th. 1, 5th, 3rd, 5th. 1, 5th, 3rd, 5th. So you might find that that's going to make it easier for you. So you go root 5th, which is the left hand. Left hand's playing the 5th. Right hand playing the 3rd. Left hand playing the 5th. Then step 6, left hand shell, and then you have the 5th and the 7th on beats 2 and 4, and right hand play the 3rd on beat 3. So this is, let's see, we go. So we have now shell to the 5th and 7th on beat. So remember the 7th, 5th and the 7th is going to be being played in the left hand, and you see that big symbol here. It says shell left, 7th left, 5th left, 3rd right. Okay. But now that's how it's laying out. So what we're doing is we're playing 5th and 7th on beats 2 and 4. Right hand's playing the 3rd on beat 3. So we're going, here we go. 1, so we're going to go 2, 3rd, 7. See? Cool. 1. Then we have here 5th, 3rd, 7. 1, 5th, 3rd, 7. You might write these down, that particular saying. Boom, 5th, 3rd, 7. The 7th's picking up another tone here. It's another pulse. 1, 5th, 3rd, 7. 1, 5th, 3rd, 7. 1, 5th, 3rd, 7. It's nice because it's showing you 1, 5th, 3rd is the 7. See, just that 7 again keeps the pulse moving and diving in. There's so many combinations of this. Try playing each part for the 4 beats. So you can play the shell for 4 beats. You can play shell 2, this is the 7, shell 5, 5, 5, shell 3rd, 3rd, 3rd. You can take each of these particular components and put them in and make up your own, create your own combinations. But what I found that helped me is, going shoe, 5th, 5th, 3rd, 7th. And the 5th and the 7th are always in the left hand, so it kind of, boom, 5th, 3rd, 7th, boom, 5th, 3rd, 7th. So it really, that's kind of stuff, and you can come up with boom, I'm just making one up right here, boom, you can go with the 3rd on the compression, you can go boom, and then 7, 7, 3, go boom, 2, 3, 4, and come up with, here with just boom, and then 5, 5, 3. Even if you put the third on the compression or the shell compress, you can still reapply those tones to give you a little bit more pulse. Okay, very powerful insert here of instruction. It's a lot more involved than it might appear to be right now, because this is one thing to do it here when you have an empty bar and you have a big whole note. A lot more difficult to do when you get active melodies and things. So right now, you just want to understand how to control each of these specific parts. Understand the part. Understand the shell. You can hit that 7. You can play the whole shell. You can play the 5th. You could put the 3rd in several times. You can reapply these things after you're already into the piano. You can hit them again, okay, to keep the time. And by doing it 4 beats like this on an empty bar with just a whole note, it really gets you a chance to really see how the power of the timekeeper here. Without that, it sits dead and stagnant. Okay, so enjoy this, respect it. This is going to go to it's going to be a very cool part of how we're going to get into very advanced harmony, because you're going to be inputting 13s and sharp 11s and 11s and all kinds of cool things that are going to be organized to build the harmony within this intertonal movement structure. It's really cool, because not only does it give you the pulse, but it makes those added notes have even more weight and power. Okay? Enjoy it. It's a great place.